What's the deal with breaking a fast? What exactly does it take to break a fast? Well, it depends on who you ask. That almost rhymes. In case you're new to this channel, I'm Slick Nick, and I am your personal keto bro. Obviously, I have a master's in bro science, implying that I am not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist or trainer, none of that. I have zero credibility. I'm just some guy in Tennessee with a camera who's experimenting on himself by doing keto as I'm working towards my goal of 17% body fat as I am approaching age 40 in about 2.5 months. So what I want to really sort out from a keto perspective is what breaks a fast. Now, until I went full keto, I thought breaking a fast simply meant that you consumed calories. It's not that way for keto. We're not so caught up in calories. I'm not saying calories don't matter at all, but they're not on the center stage like they were back when I was focused on protein first. So breaking a fast for keto followers is simply that you consume something other than pure fat. Let me give you some examples. Here's my MCT oil. This is how many grams of fat? 14 grams of fat. It is 130 calories. I do this at 6 a.m. with my black coffee, and that, by keto standards, is not breaking a fast. Okay, and then here in a minute I'm about to film my video on my keto coffee that I do at around 11. Also black coffee, also MCT oil, also a slice of butter in there, and things like cayenne pepper and cinnamon. Now, those are things I'm going to be adding to it. But while there's a couple hundred calories in that, it's still not breaking a fast because I'm not triggering my insulin. Insulin makes you hungry. Insulin makes you store fat. So imagine I'm not triggering that through so much of the day. Even when I eat at lunch, which is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, still there's really no carbohydrates. I mean, there's some fiber in there, there's some salad, which really just doesn't register on that insulin scale. Not until my evening meal, when I have half of a sweet potato and I have about this many, like a quarter of a cup of blueberries. And I do want to have some carbohydrates, but keeping it between 25 and 50 grams a day. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not no carbs. I had just enough carbs is what I'm doing. But imagine, that's not until the end of the day. That's 5:30 or 6 o'clock at night when I'm finally having any real carbs that are even going to trigger that insulin at all, after I've already managed to eat a lot of food throughout the day without really ever triggering it. Now, granted, I'll do a video too, while probably wearing the same shirt, on how I typically break my fast each day with actual food, as far as eating protein along with fat. So my eggs, for example, and things like that, I'll show you that is going to cause the insulin to go up some, but still not in the same way that carbohydrates would. So for me, I don't really break my fast until usually at least 2 o'clock, when I'm eating, by default, eggs. A whole egg is going to break that fast. My understanding is the egg yolk alone wouldn't, because it's pretty much pure fat. The egg white actually is what would break that. So if you're keto, breaking a fast means you're consuming anything other than pure fat. So like butter is another one, right? I'm looking at the nutrition label. 100 calories, 11 grams of fat, and let's look, carbohydrates, do we have any? 0. See, this is pure fat. And we could say the same thing about cream cheese. I'm sure we could say the same thing about ghee. There's certain things, pure fat doesn't break a fast. And that's one of the secrets. That's how we hack the system that we're already hacking, by not allowing that insulin to be triggered, just focusing on pure fat. Because I say, and remember I have a master's in bro science, I say fat is the human body's preferred source of fuel for the body and for the brain. Keep in mind what I've already done on this Monday. When I woke up at 5:30, got ready, drank my black coffee with MCT oil, went to the gym. It was leg day. I was there an hour, whole hour working out at the gym. Come back home, it's snowing. It's snowing, yes, it's snowing. And I went on my walk. I did like a 2.5 mile walk in the snow. I had a lot of clothes on, layered. But I did all of that, and this is my lunch break at work. I've already got a lot done at my job, my actual job. This isn't my job, this is just my side hustle. Got a lot done. All on the only calories would have just been what was in this MCT oil. And only now, at what time? 11:30, I'm just now getting around to making my keto coffee. So imagine, I'm doing all that, and I'm telling you, I feel great, and I'm getting more accomplished. My brain is on full throttle, and so is my body, obviously, as I've just demonstrated what I've already done. And this isn't that new. I've been doing this for months. I just haven't been talking about it quite openly as I am now. So there you go. Breaking a fast, if you're keto, means you consume anything other than fat. So in other words, you have protein and or carbohydrates specifically is what really causes that insulin to go up. Protein itself, not so much, but it's those carbohydrates that causes it to be so high. But if I never break 50 grams a day, then I'm keeping myself in a situation where I've already burned off most of my energy from my own body fat in addition to the pure fat that I'm consuming. Enlighten me. Tell me what else I need to know. I'm new here. I'm learning. What do you have to say? Comments belong.